The whispering pines and the silent boy, the dust-choked wind of the high plains carried the scent of sage and despair. In a forgotten corner of a makeshift market, a small hunched figure, Lot 13, was being sold. A rough sack covered his head, and his silence was profound. No one wanted the boy until a lone rider, Elias Thorne, stepped forward. His face was weathered, his eyes the color of old denim, and he offered a single tarnished silver dollar. He led the boy away, a silent shadow trailing behind him. Elias, a man who found solace in the vast emptiness of the land, set up camp by a whispering pine. He offered the boy a canteen and a piece of jerky. "Take off the sack, son," he rumbled, his voice surprisingly gentle. The sack came off, revealing a face too gaunt for a child and eyes that held the wisdom of 1,000 sorrows. A jagged scar ran across his cheek. The boy didn't speak, but he clutched a small, tarnished compass to his chest. Days turned into weeks. Elias taught the boy to track, to read the signs of the land, and to build a fire that left no smoke. He learned the boy's name was Caleb, and that the compass was a reminder of a sister he'd lost to a man known only as the Collector, a phantom who preyed on lost children. Caleb had escaped, but the Collector's shadow still loomed large in his. Young mind, one evening, as the stars blazed in the inky sky, Caleb whispered, "He's coming for me, Elias, the Collector." Elias felt a cold dread settle in his gut. He had thought they were safe, but the past always had a way of catching up. They changed their route, heading deeper into the rugged, untamed mountains, a labyrinth of jagged peaks and hidden valleys. The confrontation came at a narrow pass where the wind howled like a banshee. The Collector, a gaunt man with eyes like chips of ice, emerged from the shadows with 2 hulking figures. "The boy is mine," he hissed, his voice like rustling dry leaves. Elias stood firm, his hand resting on the hilt of his worn revolver. "He's no one's property," he said, his voice low and steady. As the henchman advanced, Caleb, who had been a silent observer, suddenly moved. He pulled a small, smooth stone from his pocket and hurled it with surprising force, striking one of the men in the head. The distraction was enough. Elias drew his weapon, and the crack of gunfire echoed through the canyon. When the dust settled, the Collector and his men lay still. With the threat gone, a new quiet settled between Elias and Caleb, one of peace, not fear. They traveled until they found a hidden valley, lush and green, where a clear stream tumbled over smooth stones. They built a small cabin, a place where the whispering pines would sing lullabies, not laments. They planted a garden, and for the first time, Caleb truly smiled, a wide, unburdened grin. Above the cabin door, they hung the tarnished compass, a silent testament to a journey endured and a new beginning embraced. Elias looked at Caleb, his heart full. "I didn't buy you, son," he said, his voice thick with emotion. "I saved you." And this time, Caleb believed him.